Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Welcome back to Alan Wake, everyone. Bit of a change of pace here from the last time we played, isn't it? When we left off, you saw that little synopsis of what had gone on. We escaped Stucky, got to that gas station in what I believe to be a dream sequence, but was apparently the reality of the situation, in which, oh my goodness, look at that weather. That is intense out there. We are in bustling New York City, and that is a hell of a snowstorm. And I guess the only way to combat that would be to make a nice pot of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Wonder what she's doing. Oh, he looks a little less depressed, I guess is the best way I could say that about Mr. Wake. And this is, of course, 3 years ago in their lavish New York City apartment. This is actually an astonishingly nice place. I guess inner city living, it's going to be pricey either way. Oh, hey, look, a thermos.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Ooh, sex joke / observation. This apparently is Mr. Wake's desk. Let's have a look at, oh, hey, it's posters and such. Cool.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
She's got a serious problem, doesn't she? Holy cow.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Hi.
Don't worry.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Does it help if I shine
Don't
the light
worry.
right in your face?
We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm alright.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
I'm also having this symptom where weird, dark men with axes attempt to murder me. I think that just might be the concussion, though, that you allegedly say I don't have. Sheriff's Station. This is a, strangely modernized area.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
I don't like Miss Weaver.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
You are so patient with that old lady.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
All of them do, I guess. I'm going to assume. I live in New York City. Not fair to your plebeian stories, young woman.
The sheriff wants to see
I
you
know,
in her office,
relax.
Mr. Wake.
I'll get there. Just gonna wander around the police station as though it's my own place. That's probably the least of my concerns right now.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
The plot
Give me
thickens.
that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Stucky was driving the parade float, and it was indeed there. Ooh, we have a manuscript page here. Maybe this will fill us in a little bit more. Alice sees a shadow.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
And laughed. A hearty belly laugh. Ha 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 ha!
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down the corridor in her
Would you relax? You were the most passive-aggressive person ever. I was impressed with you earlier, and now I dislike you. I hope you're happy with the progression of our relationship, because I'm certainly not. Oh, hello. Is that Stucky? Definitely features a knack for winning. How would you notice that about someone? You seem like a fella who wins some contests from time to time. How about these ones here? On a camping trip, overdue, haven't been in contact. Thank you. Bob, Dansky, and Miller. Those are like real people photos. I bet those are the developers. That would be quirky. Miss Breaker?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Hooray!
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
I killed her.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do
Mr.
nothing
Wake,
stupid,
can I help
pal.
you with anything?
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
I couldn't go anywhere yet.
Mr. Wake,
I
you
had
can
to
get
play
there
along
through
with the
cell
caller.
corridor.
Alice's
Just
life
don't
was
mind
at
Walter
stake.
in there. He's one of our regulars.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here!
No, I completely understand you, buddy. I also have an acute case of darkness fear.
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward.
In the jail
Hey,
cell.
listen, you gotta listen.
It was a space alien. Oh man, that's taking way too long to get to the freaking point, isn't it? Well, that guy has an interesting story to tell. Let's get out to the parking lot and figure out what the hell's going on with Alice.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
But there's a radio and a thermos over here. Of course I'm going to pick these up. Can't just ignore them.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and...
It's our old radio friend. That's not terribly interesting. There's an old junker out here somewhere, apparently. That's what he said, at least. There we go. Gotta climb the fence somehow. Just maybe jump up on here and then go, yup. Or just climb. Anyway, where do I go? Push this. There's gotta be some kind of opening. It's clearly where I need to be. Jump the fence. What do you gotta do here, Alan? You can figure this out. You're a grown-ass man. You know what to do. Climb the pipe, perhaps? There's gotta be a way. Ah, here we go. Kick it. Kick? Kick this. There we go. Yeah! It's the freaking man's way to do it right there.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Is there another way out of here, I wonder? Hoping for some secrets? No, nothing. Alright, well, got a manuscript page which would probably vaguely detail what the hell just happened here, but some kidnappers have Alice. Barry's here, and he's hopefully going to be able to take me away from this place. I should be able to get all the way back through the sheriff's station here. This guy's probably going to want to try to tell me another story. How you doing, bud? Oh, God.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
It's kind of what I suspected early on, is that we're stuck in Alan's own story that he's continually concocting for himself.
Sir. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey!
Oh, snap.
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
That's awesome. I don't think they could have made Barry look more like the quintessential douchebag agent. He's got a freaking poofy parka coat with a Hawaiian shirt underneath and short pants. That is just, it's divine. It's adorable is what it is. The specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington's state fossil, named Bucktooth Charlie. That's beautiful. That is a great find. That's a big-ass mammoth, dude. Holy cow. We should go. I'm wasting
Seriously,
time.
Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high?
Probably.
Have you been drinking?
Yeah.
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
You look like you came from the funny farm, Barry. You douchebag. Where are we going? Rusty's outside, I believe. This way, perhaps? Nope. Locked door. That door! Bear! I'm one of you! He's my friend. Rusty! Hey, buddy.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Ooh, hey, pup.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
Oh, we got stabbed.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
It'll be okay, buddy.
What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
That's a realistic-looking dog, man.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet.
All right, that's fine.
The form's on the desk
He's
across
such
from
a
the
cute
mammoth
little
skeleton.
guy. Reminds me of mine.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
But he said I couldn't.
And it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
If I wanted to make fun of you for anything, it would be those short pants, buddy. You're wearing like, oh man, I didn't even point out the shoes, the haircut, everything about you is bad. I don't want to listen to you for anything, let alone advice about my wife's kidnapping. Let's talk, Rusty.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
You'll be okay, Max. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
That's easy enough.
Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max.
See, that's a guy with solid advice and a nice haircut. I want to listen to him.
Look, Al, You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make...
Alright, look, man, we've gone over the fact that I sound crazy. I have enough of your hooligan shenanigans.
You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last...
I don't even know what that is.
There's no proof, it's pure bullshit. That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry.
I'm gonna gently knock over this lamp, Barry.
Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Next time on Alan Wake, we head for Lover's Peak, right at the top of the mountain underneath the radio
He's
mast.
trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Shut up and leave, man. You're annoying. Thanks for watching this episode of Alan Wake. My name is Bear. Beautiful cabin scene entry. Ha ha ha. See you next time.